Holy shit. Somehow my mic got reset. Oh well. That was very gay, but OBS do be that way sometimes. Sorry if I hadn't been talking, I thought something was odd. How is everybody tonight? I think that'll look good. So anyway, I was explaining what I was doing, but obviously nobody heard it. So, I decided I was going to make this. It's a building that's going to connect from here to there. And, yeah, it's just going to... It's going to be interesting. I've got a concept drawn out on paper for it. I think it'll be nice. Get back here. Paste. Block of quartz. Okay. Set quartz stairs facing, what is this, east? No? Still won't let me. I guess it auto adjusts? No? They all seem to be facing... Shit, where is it? My eyes can... South. They all seem to be facing south. So that's south, so this would be east. No? How do? I know there's a way to do this. Fuck it. It's just easier to do it by hand rather than figure it out for the moment. You're comfy base searching on 2B2T. Are you searching for this one? Because apparently everybody else is. Okay. And then I'll just carry it up a few. Yeah, I'd say that's large enough. Here we go. Oh, I know. It's just absolutely massive, isn't it? I mean, it's a kilometer wide, but it's not like I'm going to be able to fit all that much stuff within a kilometer because, you know, there's still this big, giant gap here. So I don't know. I've added on to it the world download that got shown off by that one dude who I will not name. Let's see now. I don't know who took that world download, but it's of several months ago. So it's actually very out of date. This block. But hey, that's how it is. I hear. I mean, since I've only got 10 people watching right now, and by the time this VOD is, you know, archived and shit, it'll be way too late for it to matter. You all who have been watching me for the last, what's it been, like 3 months or so now, all these build streams I've been doing here, yeah, those are the coords. They've always been these coords. You've all been looking at it for months and had no idea. This was the original site. It always was. Nobody had any clue. And that one dumbass, I think he was a Turkish, yeah, he was a Turkish streamer. He legitimately found this place back in May of last year. That pissed me off so much. And, yeah, so that's the thing. So you all have been watching this, you know. And quite honestly, I'm kind of happy to be out. Like, I was pissed that he found it, but I'm happy to be out of 2B2T now. Because that was just so much trouble. Just not worth it. RIP 2B2T. Hiding in plain sight. Well, it wasn't really plain sight. It was more... It was more the fact that nobody considered... Oh shit, wrong place. Nobody considered that it could be... There would ever be more than one, let alone where that other one might be. You know? Should be right here. And so yeah, it was... Oh shit, I'm a block off. Damn it. Good thing I don't have to tear things down and rebuild it by hand. So yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, I could have revealed it. I could have done any number of things, but I didn't. About making it closer to 0, 0. What do you mean, making it closer to 0, 0? Like, we didn't go farther. We went... Or, sorry, we didn't go closer. We went farther when we were making it. Damn it. There we go. All we wanted to do was just simply make a cool-ass base that would be fairly exclusive. And yeah, we could just have fun at. But this was in 2017. We kind of foolishly thought those days were never going to end. Obviously they did. Not just that, but I mean the attitude of 2017 is really what ended. 2017 was... It was an interesting year. But it was a good year. I miss it. So yeah, what can you do? And I don't know when this will happen, but at some point there will be a video that Sal C1 is going to put out. And he will better document, instead of me sitting here for hours explaining what all happened and why. His video will be a better introduction as to why things are the way they are. But why are there two? But, you know, sometimes life hands you lemons, and instead of making lemonade, you turn them into fucking gold. And you may not even realize that's what you're doing at the time. It may seem like a shitty situation, only for it to somehow wrap around and be completely the opposite. So I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't worry or get upset or anything. It all ended up being more or less the best it could be. Come on, go down. What's the one line I always say? You're gonna have to be more specific. I don't always say it. I'm sure there's something I could tell you, though. It hurts to lose, but everything ends. All things are destined to go poof one day, so get used to it. Okay. GBTT is literally dead. Well, tell that to the thousands upon thousands of new fags that still play there to this day. No, who knows why. I mean, so many of those people have no life, but I mean, it's not like having no life is bad. It's just I can't find that enjoyable any longer. It's also stagnant now. That's really the worst thing, is that Housemaster has allowed the server to remain stagnant. And like, I don't see any light at the end of the tunnel, you know? It's just an unfortunate situation. And then it goes out. Whoops. Obsidian. Whew. Yeah, it left 2B2T a long time ago, I realize. Oh yeah, lurked more. Huh. I feel so terrible that, you know, in many ways, a lot of the old fags were way too eager when the Russia war hit. They were all so happy to just jump ship. And I feel like that really opened up a rift in the community, and nature abhors a vacuum. So it happily got filled. And then Housemaster, you know, he doesn't care about it, never did. And he's always just tried to make money from it, or, you know, something of it. Can't be helped. Oops. Alright, cool. Okay. We did stuff like the book club, manually removing them. Yeah. I do kind of feel like efforts to remove them were in vain in many cases. Not for a lack of trying, but just simply because, you know, House has to protect his bread and butter, as it were. Why am I using this? And so you have this this dynamic where you don't want people to leave your server because you know you need their money, but at the same time, you can't stand having them around. I mean, don't you know House would love for people to leave him the fuck alone, canceling his PayPal and other things. But you know, in a way, he chose this path. I feel like House would have something of a fan base if he just, like, gave a shit. And I realize that would, you know, require effort, and very clearly he's not willing to give that kind of effort, but, you know, I feel like that would make your life just a little easier, you know? But what can you do? Keeps me interested in the game after so long. Just the fact that I can do so much with the game now. Like, building something like this 5 years ago was unfathomable. It just... The fact that I can do... Oh, shit. Such crazy things and be happy with it. Opposite direction. So yeah, it's interesting. I like the fact that it's not the same old game that it's always been. And I've talked about this in my Skyblock series a bunch, how it's different than it used to be, and so on and so forth. And that's really kind of what killed 2B2T for me, is the fact that it's 1.12. It's never going to be updated. People will continue to find exploits and they won't get dealt with, or worse, more vanilla features will be disabled to compensate. And at a certain point, you just have to go, why? Why am I hanging around for this? But it is what it is. Okay. Four years of 1.12.2. Oh my god, I know. Oh, don't be sad it's over, be happy it happened. Well, I've said that before too, but maybe one day I'll feel more that way. That's the thing, I don't feel more that way right now, so things will change, I'm sure. And yeah, I am happy it happened. I'm very happy I had 2B2T in my life. Don't worry, I mean... I can't help but feel like it was taken from me, you know? That's really kind of the rub. I feel like those of us who wanted to be part of 2B2T as it was, you know, the glory days of, like, what Fit and Rusher talked about, how things used to be, right before the war took its toll on the server. Those of us who'd want to be in that time, like, the last chance I think we had to have that was in 2018, 2019, somewhere in there. And then it's just kind of slowly eroded away, and there's no one person you can point to. We point fingers at Housemaster because he's the person supposedly in charge. But, like, realistically, he can't do that much. You know, there's only so much you can do to keep things running. Like, eventually everything ends. It's just how it is. So, it didn't go out with a bang, it went out with a whimper. And, yeah. Oh, how many hours I have in the game? God, you're asking me. I've been playing this game since 2010. And it hooked me almost right away. So, I've probably got more time than there are people my age who have had kids. More time playing this game than their kids have been alive. Very likely. Yeah, being stuck on the same version will do that. It's the lack of unpredictability. I think that's really kind of the crux of the situation. We all know what 2B2T is like, but part of the fun is knowing, you know, oh wow, we'll get to use this on 2B2T when you see a new snapshot or something. Well, no more. That was definitely a big draw for me. There we go. But yeah, enough of this depressing subject. I'm not going to worry about that place. No more. There we go. Oh, whoops. Oh man, love the vids, love the stream. I can live vicariously through the builds I make. Oh well, thank you. Well, I mean, I know about the time, and yes, I would be shocked if 2B2T updated. But yeah, speaking of time investment, I know exactly how you feel. A few years ago, I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, and I had delusions of grandeur for a while there that I was gonna get good enough to like go to tournaments and rock, basically. And don't get me wrong, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's a great game. Complicated as all hell, if you know anything about it. And, I don't know, somewhere in 2019 I realized I don't have the time to get good at that game. And mind you, I was still building on this place at that point. And, I realized it's a struggle to choose what you wish to do. Like, you can't do everything. You have to pick. Actually, what am I doing? I want to count up how many this is. So, I mean, you know, you only get so much time in the day to live, to breathe, etc. And you got to spend some of that time sleeping, some of that time eating, some of that time working. School, maybe, depends, you know. Whatever your life is like. And then you get whatever's left over to spend how you wish. So I spent most of mine on 2B2T, and it's kind of given me some skills. It's given me a lot of insight more than anything else. But yeah, I guess this is kind of the payoff. Like, this place is what I got out of 2B2T. So I don't know. It's like the death of a mentor. You don't really want to see them go, but like mentors really kind of have to go. eventually. I don't know. That's depressing, I realize. Oh well. An Alderson disc? What the hell is that? Please, please, I need a wiki. Wiki it. Well, no, don't actually. Just explain it. What is an Alderson disc? I mean, yeah, it'll be laggy for you if your computer can't handle it. I mean, just... Although, to be fair, I do have the video set to max everything, so it's not too shocking. It'll be a little, you know, a little bit much. But, yeah. How long have I been working? Oh my god. Well, construction began January 2017. And barring unforeseen problems and time to go to school, time to work, time to do this and that, you know, all that, I would say I've probably been working on this collectively for maybe 2 years worth of time. It's been a while, certainly. No. Poop. Rotate 180. Whoa. There we go. Oh wait, this one's off center. Shit, it's higher than the... Oh, damn it. Well, that's easy enough to fix. Wait. Let's do this. Right there. There we go. So just copied it. But Alderson disk is named after Dan Alderson, its originator, hypothetical artificial astronomical megastructure like Larry Newman's ring world or Dyson's. Oh, cool. I would love to live on a ring world. I've seen those. That isn't, I think there's a ring world in Halo. But I mean, I don't know. I think for something like that, you'd have to have it spinning, which would kind of cause problems. A giant platter with a thickness of several thousand miles. Wow. The sun rests in the hole of the center. The outer perimeter is the equivalent of the orbit of Mars or Jupiter. Jesus Christ. According to the proposal, a sufficiently large disk would have a larger mass than the sun. What? Yeah, I don't think we're making any such thing ever. Whoops. Hello, Fernandux. I didn't actually play anything from Halo. I just remember seeing it from the promotional art and stuff from many years ago. So, like, don't, you know, take my word on that, but I do recall seeing something similar. Okay. So far, so good. Let's copy it over. Or wait, be... There we go, that's in line with everything. Okay, so that should put it right about here. Bingo. All right. Okay, and then yeah, that's good enough. How big does Jack Bill have to be classified as a Dyson sphere? Well, for starters, a Dyson sphere has to have a star at the center, and I don't have that. I would love for a star or something similar to be in Minecraft, though. That would be fucking amazing. And then if they decide to not, I don't know, chicken out or whatever, and they don't add the height to the other dimensions, because right now in the newest snapshot, that's only in the overworld, I believe. But if they do add that, I will happily take that. Because that's going to be baller. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So don't ask. I haven't gotten that far yet. I mean, obviously I'll build stuff, but what it'll look like, I don't know. But you can believe that I'll be adding on to this in 1.17 and possibly later. Because there's no way I'm going to get finished with this place before the release. The release is in like 3 or so months. Like I'll be lucky to be done with this by this time next year. So, yeah. But hey, it's an interesting idea. Ooh, I just had another idea. I wanna copy that style here in this box. Fun fact, I've never revealed this to anyone. This style right here, and it's hard to see from way over here. And yeah, I'm aware you can modify the height with data packs, but I don't want to have to do that. I want it to be anyone can just pop this world into whatever and just go from there. Anyway, and then this cube style right here, I have a it's a wooden puzzle where you slot these beams in a certain way and they all fit together and they interlace. And my grandfather gave me that many years ago. And I've been enthralled with that puzzle for quite a while. It looks beautiful. And so I've adapted that build style to this thing right here. You can kind of tell from a sort of a diagonal angle. It looks sort of like triangles. But it's two triangular bonds of these wooden, I guess they're like pylons or whatever, and they're bonded together in sort of like a reverse triangle, and so they're mirrored halves, and then you press the two halves together, and that's the puzzle basically. No Yu-Gi-Oh tonight. Well, Alpha, what do you think? I mean, you can shitpost if you like, but other than that, no. That's the closest you're gonna get. You can ask me if it's time to duel repeatedly. No, I'm kidding. Please don't do that. Okay, and then gotta somehow bring this up. What? If it was going to be put in a Minecraft world, the whole perimeter would be 228 billion blocks? What? The orbit of Mars. Oh, wow, yeah. I remember reading somewhere that, and this was many, many, many years ago before we understood the game better, so if this is wrong, that's why. But I remember reading a quote somewhere that the total distance from 0, or no, actually from world border to world border, so the whole 60 million, is something like 8 times the surface of the Earth, or something. That could be wrong, or it could be... I want to say that was a quote from back when the far lands were a thing, so obviously the world was smaller. So I don't know. But, yeah, this is... a normal world's big enough, but, like, to simulate... What's that thing? An Alderson disk? Man. Simulating that is just absurd. I'm sure you don't have... there aren't enough supercomputers on the Earth to be able to do that. Just to simulate it in Minecraft. But who knows, maybe there's some secret government project out there nobody knows about that'll blow your pants off or something. How do I want to encompass this cube? Oh, first 12 and 11. Ah, I thought something looked odd about this. Cut. It wasn't actually a perfect cube. Oh. Yeah, this face is off. This face is larger. Or broader, or whatever. This is 15. Okay. Well, I can still work with that. That's not a deal breaker. Cut. So this is 12. 13, 14, so 15 will be right here. I didn't actually bother to verify if it was actually a full-blown cube in its proper proportions or not. That's easily fixed. Sorry, I'm not paying as close attention to chat as I was 10 minutes ago. Let me take a sec here. Am I Texan? It's just a normal keyboard, and no, I'm not Texan. Then it's what? 13? 12, okay. 12 blocks tall. I need water. Did that make it 14 or there to there? 14. Damn. Right there. There we go. What exactly makes you think I'm Texan? Oh yeah, I know. The keyboard is located unfortunately close to my mic, and I don't have any room to change that. So, sorry. See if I can't put it over here. See if that doesn't make it a little better. Oh, hey, Stone Cold Killer. But I mean, I gotta type on the keys to get the game to do the thing, so I don't exactly have a choice. Okay. Louisiana. Good guess. I was born in Louisiana, but that was a long time ago. I wasn't aware that I really had much of any accent. So if you're picking up an accent and if it's Louisianan, that's otherworldly. What color do I want? I already used magenta and purple enough. I guess I'll just go with black. Black stained glass. What? There. And oh, right there. Jack ASMR. I'm not cut out for ASMR. Even though people tell me I have a good voice or whatever. Okay. All right. Looking good. So 15 should be about... The middle should be about there. 7. Perfect. Oops. God damn it. There. Okay, so... I think I'll go with 3. Yeah, that'll work. 3 blocks thick. Or, well, actually, no. 5 blocks ought to do it. Move my mic closer to my mouth. Oh. Is it harder to hear? And no, I've never tried doing any of that. I don't care to. That stuff just doesn't entertain me. It doesn't sound fun. I'm sure some people like it, but I'm not one of them. And yeah, I have the mic farther away. Hopefully this is better. For real, it's common. Well, I mean, I'm not like super energetic, you know, scream my head off. It's just not me. 2, 2. Cool. I know some people have that sort of energetic personality. I'm just... I can get that way sometimes, but not normally. Not while I'm doing this. This is just too normal, you know? Closest I can get is about here, without it being obnoxious. See, you can hear the clicking of my mouse more frequently. So, I mean, if you'll put up with that, I guess. Here we go. Wonder if it'll let me, if it'll behave and set these appropriately. I bet it won't. There's got to be a way to make these behave and go the direction that I want. Yeah, it doesn't tell me nothing. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm probably only going to stream for a few more minutes. Come on. Yeah, World Edit really makes the process far easier. Like, filling in a lot of this, I used World Edit to do it. On 2B2T, I built it using... I made it in single player using Schematica. Or, well, using World Edit and then use Schematica on 2B2T with the baritone add-on stuff to get it to do its thing, basically. That was how I managed this. Oh yeah, that's right, I should probably do another flyover. I haven't done that in a while. Yeah, I'll do that at the end. Okay. Liking it. Oh. Let's make the insides all sea lanterns. Because why not? Alright, that's good. Oh yeah, my arm is intentionally left-handed because it's different. There really isn't like any, you know, deeper meaning to it. Oh, right about here should be fine. Oh, come on. There we go. And then there to there. And then we want to rotate it 90 degrees, I think. Perfect. See, it rotates it. Oh shit, that's in too far. Whoops. But see, it rotates it properly. I don't understand why it can't, you know, set it going in a rotation or in an orientation. Yeah, it's 5. It's just fidgety for some reason. I'm gonna have to read up on how to do that on World Edit. I don't even know if they've still got the instructions or whatever. Okay, rotate 0, negative 90, 0. No, that didn't do shit. Is it 90 here and then 0, 0? Nope. Northern lights at the center of the base can be added to the places as well. The northern lights, when the height update comes, I'm gonna put them up higher. And then I might build a little bit on top, a little higher up here. But I want some distance between the northern lights and the current base. In fact, I may as well just go ahead and do the flyover now. So yeah, this is basically all that I have built so far. These are the 5 buildings that I've really, you know, put the most effort into. These pylons here are conduits. So they give you that conduit power stuff, and then that extends down into the water area down here. I know when Baron Dome was touring it about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours ago, he was confused as to what this was or why did I put this here. You can't even see it. Well, the idea was, I didn't know how dolphins worked when I made this underwater area here. I assumed that dolphins could just live underwater and that would be the end of it. But as it turns out, dolphins need both air and water, which is weird, but whatever. So dolphins can't actually live down here, they'll drown, ironically. So as a result, the idea was you would get dolphins' grace, and you'd be underwater, so you could zoom around really fast underwater. That was the idea. And you could use conduit power to always breathe underwater so that you could just zoom through here like crazy. And this is the water highway. You were going to use this to get around pretty much anywhere you wanted to throughout the base. And I'm still going to make these because this still works. Where did I put them? These water tubes. I was going to make a ton of these water tubes everywhere, and they're going to like twist and form around buildings. They're going to go through buildings. It's going to be amazing. And that's a method of fast travel. If I can figure out how to get the dolphins to not die, that would be a really quick way to get around without having to ride like a minecart or something. Because I was originally also going to have minecarts. I think I got a minecart station over here somewhere. Yeah, over here. And I'm still going to make some minecart stations. I still like the idea of doing that. But I don't know. It's a lot of effort. Oh, shit. There we go. Game froze for a sec. So, I mean, this is going to be the really slow way to get around. And then you can swim through these water tubes. It's actually a lot of fun. I'm a fan of small, tight spaces that, like, remind me of a slide or a kid's playground, like what you get at Burger King or McDonald's. Like, I loved those as a kid. And so this is kind of like my nod to those. And they, of course, connect down into the disc itself, so you could just swim around down here. And you'd never have to drown because these pylons are fucking everywhere. And then you get beacon effects. It's going to be great. And then these buildings were sort of like train stations. You know, they're going to be water tube entrances and exits, minecart entrances and exits. You just go everywhere, basically. And that was that. And then this is the middle portion, Rainbow Road, named for the rainbow-like appearance of the glass because I was bored and I decided this looked good. So yeah. Oh, banner. This banner is extremely important. It's one of the first ones designed on 2B2T. It was designed by XCC2 and given to me by him, and I've just been using them ever since. They're absolutely amazing. They were rare and unique because at the time it was difficult to get the skull, I think. I forget if there was a way to get mob heads or not. I don't think there was. And that would allow you to make that one very particular banner type. And then this is an elevator. It was working in 1.12, but it was very laggy because it was 2B2T. Yeah, I could use soul speed for that too. Now you have to understand, when I designed that underwater area inside the disc, soul speed was not a thing. And that's a lot of soul sand that I'm gonna have to try and figure out how to hide. I'm sure it's doable. I think soul sand underneath slabs, I'm pretty sure that still gives you soul speed. But I don't know. I'll worry about that some other day. And so yeah, this is the thing I made. And then these arms connect out. Oh, and I also added a ton of chains because I like chains, because chains are one of the best aesthetic blocks, like, probably ever introduced. I'm really shocked we've not gotten chains before now. Oh, I forgot to go down there. This was a player, sort of like personal quarters for each of the members. We just never got the chance to really cultivate them and sculpt them to our liking, so those are just empty rooms right now. But, you know, maybe later we'll put, like, bedrooms and stuff there. Obviously you can't use beds, but you get the idea. This connects to the animal ring, where the animals were going to be stored. I originally had animals out here. Oh, quote by Hermetic. And the animals were in a pen over here, I believe. And they just sort of took up room, and I never really used them. Or no, it was the opposite direction. Ah, shit. I broke something. But yeah, I just never really... Like, the animals, they were just kind of a fixture. They weren't useful. We had items out the ass. We were duping everything. Animals were not necessary. But they were a nice little flex, you know. Hey, look at me. We were able to get stuff out here, you know, that sort of thing. And then this is an aquarium. What is it? F3N. This is an aquarium that I built. I wanted this to be an aquarium ever since I saw fish way back, because again, we thought we were getting 1.13. And yeah, I wanted to really make use of that. So I built this little aquarium, and obviously never got the chance to have my fish on 2B2T, but you get the idea. We finally got fish after Notch promised them, when was that? Halloween 2010 or something crazy? And so we finally got real fish. Hooray. They do next to nothing. That's about par for the course. Baron Dome showed this off. This is the chess set. He didn't show this off. That pisses me off. This is a pipe organ designed by a spawn mason whose name escapes me at the moment. And I saw this at a spawn mason lodge, and I was an active spawn mason at the time, and I wanted that. This was such a cool idea. And so yeah, I adopted it. And I wish I knew who you were. I'd give credit. Sorry, I can't. This is just a little kitchen. Nothing too spectacular here. And yeah, it's a kitchen. You've probably seen a billion of them in Minecraft. This is a storage room. RIP player heads. We had a bunch of those things. Sad. Actual player heads, which again, all got cucked. Managed to recover them at least. So yeah, that was the thing. Oh yeah, out here we had mob spawners back in the day when mob spawners were legal. This is where we put them all. This was all built on 2B2T, obviously. Most of this should still be here. Yeah, you've pretty well seen the rest of this. This area down here, I do have something of a story about this place. This was like the first stuff that I did, like out here at all. I started from here and then slowly worked my way up. And the first thing, one of the big things I was really interested in at the time were map arts, because map arts were really, really popular. And so I went through the trouble of designing this really large museum for map arts, because Tim McNukepants had filled up the map limit, but there were still plenty of blank maps and other things, and so people were building map arts, and it was a really thriving, booming thing. And so I had traded for a ton of map arts, right? And I had really old vintage map arts. I'd literally had copies of some of the first maps ever made. They weren't special, but they were some of the first maps ever made. So, you know, I wanted them. And Kino Rana, literally like the day after I complete all of these levels and build up my little map art museum, I go to try and, you know, fill up the map arts. And all of my maps are all this stupid girl from some anime I'd never cared about. And he wiped everything. And we never saw those maps again. And like, I get it, that's 2B2T, you know, shit gets griefed. Shit gets griefed in ways you can't see coming sometimes, but like, that was such a pain in the ass. Because maps were cool, you know? And Kino Rana, like, he diminished the cool factor of maps. And it takes some real assholishness to be able to diminish the fun of an entire mechanic. And so I really have to applaud him for that, because, like, that's hard to one-up, you know? That's hard to beat. You can't really just defeat people's fun on a massive scale like that. And when do I think this will be done? Maybe this time next year. Maybe. I'm busy, so who knows? But yeah, just such is life. Oh, and then the Aurora Borealis here. I got the Aurora from an adventure map called the Aurora Trials. And it was really... Or no, the Corona Trials, my bad. Yeah, very poorly named. But this was a map made many years ago, so Corona was not a thing. But yeah, the Corona Trials was a really cool adventure map. It was a complete the monument map. And I saw this in the sky in that map, and I was smitten. And I knew I had to have it. So I copied that from there. So that's the only thing that's not me, is the Aurora Borealis. And I want to separate it up and put it higher up, obviously. Can't do that right now, but eventually, maybe someday. So yeah, that's all of Space Valkyria 3 in a nutshell. For now. Eventually it'll be more interesting. This is going to be a sprawling city when I'm done with it. I've got a lot of space to fill in. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting. So yeah, thank you all for coming.